You can support this channel by checking out the awesome deals on wrestling gear in the links of the description of this video. Thank you for the support. Hey, what's up, guys? Thank you so much for tuning in to the Fair Fight Wrestling Podcast. My name is Theron, and today we are going to be talking about Great Balls of Fire. Not my predictions, we're going to be talking about your predictions. And how do we come up with your predictions? It's very easy. Head on over to @FairFightAudio on Twitter. And every Monday and Tuesday, I'm going to be throwing up poll topics, and I'm going to be throwing up polls for your pay-per-view predictions the week before each pay-per-view, and that's where these come from. And then you can subscribe to this YouTube channel here so you can hear all of the results. So let's dive into this because we have a lot to cover. Main event, Brock Lesnar versus Samoa Joe. 67% of you said that Brock Lesnar is going out on top, with only 33% of you saying that Samoa Joe will be victorious. And you know what? I think this is a really good statistic. I think this is a really good showing of probably what is going to happen, but more importantly than just the winner, I'm more interested to see how long the match goes. Is this going to be a squash match like the Goldberg scenario last year? Or is this going to be a barn burner? 30% of you said that this would only be 2 minutes. 40% of you said it's going to be 10 minutes. 10% of you said it'd be 15 minutes. And only 20% of you thought it would be 20 minutes or more. And I think that 10% winning out with with 10 minutes winning out this poll, I think that's probably fair. I don't think it's going to be this epic match, especially since we already have a 30-minute Iron Man match on the card. But man, if they give them anything less than 10, I think I'd be disappointed. But regardless, guys, this is a match that I have been looking forward to ever since it was announced. It's been not a while since I've been really excited going into a pay-per-view, but definitely something that I am looking forward to, excited to see as a wrestling fan, and that is always a good thing. All right, moving on to the ambulance match. 70% of you said Braun Strowman would be dominating Roman Reigns, who only got 30% of the vote. This is a toss-up, because here's the thing. You don't want to discredit Braun Strowman, and you can't squash Roman, who's going into SummerSlam as the #1 contender. So I think this is going to be a very aggressive match. I sincerely hope it's the blow-off. I don't mind seeing them months away from now going at it again, but I think we need to move away from this rivalry. But I think that 70% of you thinking that Braun Strowman's going on top is probably fairly accurate. The kickoff show match, which has no business being on the kickoff show match because you're practically just telling people, hey, it's not important. Regardless, 75% of you thought that Neville is going to defeat Akira Tozawa. Before getting put to the pre-show, I probably would have agreed with you, only because, you know, I think that Neville eventually has to lose, and you got to find that person who can be the one to topple the king. And if it was on the main card, I would have said Akira would have won, but now that it's on the pre-show, I have a lot of doubts of the title changing there. It's happened before, don't think it's going to happen now. All right, Seth Rollins versus Bray Wyatt. Please leave a comment if you care about this match. I love both of them to death, but I think this is just filler. 100% of you thought that Seth Rollins was going over. Probably. Honestly, I have no invested interest in this match. Please tell me if you do. It's just, they always say, look, for the first time ever, these two are going at it. No, this is not the first time ever. They've been in matches, a million matches before. So please let me know what you guys think about this match and how it could improve. Speaking of matches that I'm having less and less invested interest in, Sheamus and Cesaro versus the Hardys in a 30-man Iron Man match. Please tell me that this is the blow-off. I love both of these teams, and I think it's going to be a great match, but this has to be the final chapter for these four guys. 60% of you thought that Sheamus and Cesaro were going to retain their championship, with only 40% of you saying that the Hardys would be going out on top. I kind of actually hope that the Hardys lose, only because I think we're getting closer and closer and closer to that broken gimmick or something comparable to it, and I don't think you can have that with the tag team champions. I mean, you certainly can. You can, but I think there's a better story there if the championships are removed from it. All right, Miz and Ambrose, another match that needs to end, another rivalry that needs to have a blow-off. 67% of you think that Miz will retain his championship, with only 33% of you thinking that Dean is going to keep that title. I'm telling you guys, I think we need a heel turn on Dean Ambrose, because that promo that was cut on him really left him floundering, talking about how he was, hasn't done much ever since he left the Shield. I think that is motivation enough to turn him heel and give him a fresh new look. 60% of you said that Sasha Banks would topple Alexa Bliss, who only received 40% of the vote, to win another championship on her belt loop. I think this will be a decent match. I think it's going to be better than the Bayley versus Alexa match. Quality-wise, I don't know, though, that we're going to see a title change, but I guess we'll find out on Sunday. And then finally, I hope the opposite of everything else. I hope this is the first of many matches between Enzo Amore and Big Cass. 50%, this is really close actually. 57% of you guys said Enzo would win, with 43% of you thinking Cass would win. I think this is a great story that can be taken all the way to WrestleMania, and I don't think that you need to have Enzo win until then. So I think Cass keeps getting one over on him, throw him in there for 2 or 3 pay-per-views, and then finally get Enzo that win at WrestleMania. I'm excited about this story, and I hope they don't just throw it away too quickly. So thank you again, guys. Have a great Balls of Fire weekend. I'm looking forward to it. I hope you're looking forward to it. Leave some comments, leave some likes. Head on over to @FairFightAudio so that you can follow us there. Thanks again, guys, and I will talk to you soon.